Right, hi everybody. I have here sitting with me the owner of Rovers Sport Bar and Restaurant, Darren Webster. Darren is going to tell us where he comes from, why he decided to stay in Pattaya, why he bought Rovers and where Rovers is going. Darren, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lionel. That's a big question, but I'll start with, obviously I'm Australian. I came to Asia in 2005. I worked for an international gas company, and I was the country head in several countries throughout Asia. About coming up 4 years ago, I decided to retire after almost 30 years with that gas company. So, and through a series of events, I ended up here in Pattaya and the opportunity to buy Rovers Sports Bar.
Right. Darren, tell me Rovers, the positioning of Rovers. Can you tell us what you think about it, etc., and why you decided on yeah?
Well, I felt 4 years ago there was something really happening here in Pattaya, and I think it's even picked up speed. If you look around now, there's a lot of investment coming into Pattaya. There's, they've just opened the new international airport. They've a huge development with Terminal 21 about to open, and I saw that LK Metro was a really fast-growing soy, and I'd say now it's probably up there amongst the first or second most premier entertainment soys in Pattaya. So I thought this location was really the perfect place for me to build a business here.
Right, Rovers, I'm sitting here and I just see TV screens, and I've interviewed a few people and they all come to every sports event possible. Tell me about that.
Well, I think to be a really great sports bar, you need to be able to cater for everyone, not just put yourself in one box and play one particular sport. We play every sport here, and that's why we have a real, I suppose, mix of nationalities. We have the Australians, New Zealanders, English, all from the UK, a lot of Americans, and quite a few Europeans and Scandinavians too, because we really do play every sport. And if they come in here, pretty much we're going to be able to get that sport for them.
Right. I was in here the other evening and I noticed a lot of families. Are you very family orientated?
Yeah, I suppose Rovers in the past was a bit of a lads bar, and it's still a great lads bar. I mean, they love coming here and having a drink and watching the sport. But we've been able to change the environment so it's quite welcoming for families too, and you often see families here every day, every night, and that's great. I mean, we've been able to, keep it a bit of a lads bar, but also encourage families to come here, and I think that was part of the plan at the start.
I was very surprised when I walked in here without Pattaya people T-shirts. Nobody knew who I was, and the welcome that I got at the doorway was outstanding. Tell me, is there a policy that you've put together?
Well, a lot of people ask me what's the difference of running an international gas company to a sports bar in Pattaya, and there are a lot of parallels, but the number one is that your people really are your greatest assets. We've almost doubled the business. When I first came here, I think we had 24 or 25 employees. I think we're up to around 43 or something around that number now, and it becomes a challenge as you grow to make sure that all your employees understand what we're trying to achieve. So, but I think we do it well. I think all our employees are on the same bus. We understand that it's a very competitive market here. We believe our service is our differentiator between our competitors.
Right. I've had a quick look at your menu. I'm just showing the camera what the front of the menu looks like now. If you can take the menu and just run through some of your popular items.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is probably, we quite often change the menu. In the 4 years I've been here, I've even seen a a change in the customer demographic. So we need to be aware of what the customer requires and listen to the customer's feedback. Obviously, we've still got our popular Bartbuster breakfast, the American Bartbuster breakfast also. Our chicken tenders are very popular, our burgers. But what we've introduced is a lot of new products. And our chicken parmigiana is probably, it's growing into a very, very popular dish, and people will come in here and ask for it. Is this the place that serves the chicken parmigiana? And I think that's fantastic.
Right, I've had a look through the menu, and I can tell you I will definitely be coming here for breakfast, lunch and supper. Very, very, very good value for money. Darren, tell me, iRovers, where do you want to go? Is it going to expand?
We do have some expansion plans, but number one, our priority is, Lionel, a lot of people try and be a lot of everything. We just want to be the best sports bar in Pattaya. That's our number one goal. And as a sideline, we sell beverages and food, and I think we do that very well. But we want to continue growing, and expanding our ability to play the best sports you possibly can in Pattaya.
Right. Well, I'm actually sitting here now watching my home team playing a game of rugby, which is I haven't seen at all anywhere else in Pattaya. So thank you very much, Darren, for that. Tell me, Darren, your staff, I see they all have a uniform.
Yes, yeah. I thought, to be a, outstanding sports bar, it's got to, you got to think of iRovers, and when you do that, you think of the, the referee uniforms on the girls, and that was something that I wanted to do when I first came here. They had a pretty drab uniform, and I wanted something striking, and people now associate iRovers with the girls' referee outfits.
I'm just going to ask some of the girls to come across here. Could you ladies come here? So everyone, come and stand next to Darren. Yeah. As you can see, the ladies have a black and white striped outfit on. It's outstanding. It's something you will not forget, and I think a very, very good marketing ploy, Darren. Even if I left Pattaya and came back 20 years' time, I'll remember black and white, and I'll remember iRovers. The two ladies, look at the smiles. These are the smiles you get when you arrive here, when you get served, and you get this at 11 o'clock at night after they've worked 10 hours. So well done, ladies. Right, Darren, I see outside you have a sports schedule. Can you tell me about it?
Oh, yeah, it's compiled every week with all the major sports events around the world, and that's a guide to what we show through the week. It's not everything, but it's a guide to the major sports. It's compiled every week, and Monday morning it's released. It's throughout the bar. It's also on our website. You can go onto our website every Monday morning and click on the schedule, and you'll be able to see what iRovers is showing this week.
Right, the same schedule will also go onto Pattaya People's website and Facebook, and as well as in our news magazine, and will be on radio.